Ordered earlier.
Guys, don't switch on when I'm not ready yet. Duh. You came early.
That's what she said. Well, good morning, guys. It's actually a really early, and well, it is brisk, but it's nice. Look, there's sunshine and blue skies. The reason why we're up so early is because one, well, we just for some reason wake up that early. It's not because of jet lag, it's just the air mat slowly deflates a little bit, so when my butt touches the floor, I'm like, oh, I'm awake now. And also it doesn't help that when one of us moves, the other one is like getting flung up or down, one of the two directions. This morning we're gonna get the U-Haul sorted. I did the measurements of the pallets inside. The smallest 10-foot truck should work. Pallets are 3'4" by 3'11", which means very little to me, other than I know that 6 foot is about me, like here, and the truck is like 9 something by 6 something. So regardless, doesn't matter how we put it in, we should be fine. And you can see some of the remnants of the stuff that we get sorted out. That's some progress. It's been an interesting challenge the last couple of days, trying to get everything sorted and done. We basically invested into buying a bunch more boxes than I had planned originally taking, because I did not expect those boxes to be in that condition. We weren't meant to be in a cold, warm, damp, cold, warm, damp, cold, warm, damp storage unit for 3 years. Unfortunately, some of the clothing and items and some of the things just deteriorated. It's a shame because we threw away some things that I would not have thrown away otherwise. But then again, it also saves us some space. Also, the reason why we're going to U-Haul so early is because we actually tried to book it this morning so we could pick it up later today at 3, since we have about 3 hours of daylight. And 3 hours is more than enough to get the pallets and the boxes in there. It just needs to get put in the trailer. The problem is you need to have an American phone number, you need to have an American driver's license, you need to have an American address. So if you don't have a phone number, for instance, some things just will not let you order or buy stuff. That's an interesting challenge. So instead of hoping for the best, we'll just drop by. It's an actual U-Haul location, I believe. Hopefully we will have everything sorted in an hour or so. It's luckily like 5 minutes away from us, so that's nice. Also, I completely forgot to bring up the fact, I didn't make that video that I talked about last month, because I wanted to do like a proper long video explaining things, but I then quickly realized, one, September was going to be absolutely madness for us, because we were finishing up a project that basically required me to shoot, edit, and then edit non-stop for an entire week leading up to the finalization of that project. So I just simply never got to it. And I felt weird about the fact that I knew that people probably wouldn't fully watch like a 20-30 minute video, and it would be a lot of work that I would put in. So instead, I thought about just talking about it in the vlog here and there, because one of the things that I wanted to mention was, we wanted to keep it more as a surprise, since we didn't really know how things were gonna go with the visa appointments. We actually had the visas for almost 2 months before we flew, because we wanted to make sure that everything was right, we wouldn't book anything stupid. We picked this date, one, after the project that we finished up, and because, it was just simply cheaper to fly around this time, because it's the off season. I think most people's vacation time starts just after we're coming back, so that's nice. I mean, it is cold, it's brisk, so it's not like the nicest part of the season, but I have clothing. I just put an extra scarf and a thicker jacket. Okay, drama, how's it called, averted? Challenge. No. Push to the side. Since I'm in America, my English got bad, real bad. You mean in Germany? No, the moment I stepped foot on here, I no, I have the same issue. As soon as I have to talk to someone that is not of authority, but someone that doesn't know me, I instantly break my proper English flow and I start stuttering and everything. No, I don't have that issue. I have the issue that I'm just missing words now. Talking to you, for example, I'm like, meh. Yeah. Also, I'm staring at myself on the screen. I should stare in the lens. Amateur. So, shut up, I haven't thought too much. We just went to the U-Haul location where we wanted to pick up the truck, but I think he talked about it. Yep. We couldn't because reservations, blah, blah, blah. American travel license, blah, blah, blah. American numbers, blah, blah, blah. So the guy was really nice. He called other locations because also he didn't have the truck we wanted. I am allowed to drive trucks, but small trucks. I'm not allowed to drive like a big lorry, like a truck. We called a different location, not that far off. So we're picking it up at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Yep. And now we have to swap boxes at Walmart, at least the lids, finish packing, I guess. I'm blind. I don't see anything with the sun.
Open your eyes.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Helps
My eyes are
driving.
open.
Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the vlogs. I know there's not much happening because we're busy doing this. We are not showing much of that because I guess that would be really boring. I would probably spend time with, oh, do you know the story about this item? And that's why I can't take it or leave it or whatever. When we used to live here, I often used a NutriBullet. They have one here too. Or I made oatmeal. And I found this oatmeal. It actually says how many calories and grains and blah 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 and fiber and whatever. There is Madagascar vanilla and almonds and pecans. Sorry, I find that word hilarious. In there. I don't need that normally, but I couldn't find anything else. So I took that, and Jurre is getting eggs. That's our breakfast. Then we exchange the boxes, fill up more stuff. But I have to admit, I do miss stuff like that a lot. Because I've been looking for soy milk, almond milk, whatever in Germany. One, it's fucking expensive.
After 3 days of pretty much non-stop sorting, taking away, bringing in boxes and everything, we're practically done. We just need to do 2 more things. We need to get the proper lids or the proper bins. We just need to replace one or the other, put locks on them. The iMac does fit. It's not yet in there because it's still set up and stuff, but I was messing around with it, so I don't have to do that later. That is Sarah's cosplay stuff, so that means that everything we wanted is here. There is some stuff we're gonna take up north or take away, bring it with us. Trash, that's for Luke's dad because he does theater apparently, so that's kind of cool, so we left some of the things there. These are all our kitchen stuff that we're not taking with, so they can either keep it or it still goes to donation. That's all appliances and stuff. That's electronics and light bulbs because I pretty much took all the light bulbs out of our house that we had. Because we had, like, everything was daylight and I replaced all the bulbs, and there were a surprising amount actually. 3 or 4 boxes, these all daylight balance bulbs. The only downside is that I really wanted to take the frames, but they're like just this much too long on the pallet. It's super unfortunate, but that's just how it is. The compromises I'm okay with. That is not something essential. It's just something sentimental that I would like to keep. It is currently 12:20, so we have at least 2.5 hours before we have to pick up the U-Haul. We'll drive one more time to Goodwill, get some gas as well for the car because we have been literally driving all downtown.
We're currently editing the vlog in between. I started this morning at 6 AM. I'm a bit jet-lagged, but at this time it's already a rhythm, so I basically fall asleep like at 10 o'clock, which I'm really sorry. The other day at dinner I was like, I'm so tired, I'm staying awake, let me draw something to stay awake. I know it was rather, it wasn't polite, but I fought hard not to fall asleep at the table. Currently I'm waking up at 6 o'clock. By the way, I keep forgetting, time swap on the weekend for the US and a time swap for Europe the week after. So we are actually 5 hours difference then instead of the normal 6. Yeah. Kind of interesting. I never knew that before living in America because I was always thinking we swap the time at the same time everywhere around the world, besides the state that doesn't, which is Nevada? No, Arizona? One of those over there. Wait, which direction? That direction. This is how I imagine America, you know, houses like that, the trees. This is actually the place where I learned skateboarding, if you remember the video. But instead of skating, we do some flying today. Even after a couple of days, it's still like a dream being here, whereas it doesn't feel like as we've ever left, but we know we left like for 3 years. It's either the other thing is reality or this is reality, but one is a dream. At least that's how I feel. So right now we are looking for the U-Haul. Oh, yeah, found it. I'm gonna try my U-Haul again. We have a U-Haul. And actually Jurre is driving that one now and I'm driving the rental because reasons. Reason being is My license, my driver license doesn't have an expiration date. It doesn't expire. Yeah, I know, that's really weird. We had that issue before. Wow, look, there's so much space still. We can bring all the illegal immigrants. Just kidding. Who wants to illegally immigrate to Europe from America? Nobody.
For everyone that has never driven a U-Haul, the thing is massive. The problem is I'm too tall, so the brake pedal, I have to literally lift my leg up in order to like decently depress the stupid thing.
Well, it is only 120 miles.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, that's good. Our shit fits in there.
Yeah, perfect. Hopefully it's not rolling around too much. It's the end of the day. We're pretty much done with packing and loading the truck. And tomorrow morning we'll head up to Cleveland. And then to Toledo, stay overnight, and then up to Alpena.